What's up? Welcome, ghouls, demons, and fellow weird ones. And today I'm gonna do a music video, live review. That's what they're called, live reviews. I have seen this music video. I've seen like the beginning of this music video as it was announced and released on Instagram. So for those who followed along with Rock Oracle, I did an article review about Dolly Cash, aka Erin, and we've just become kindred spirits in a sense since that review and connection. And he's just a fabulous artist outside of Knoxville. And as the music video states, there are some places that just stick with you, and I firmly believe that there are people, places, music, and all of the above that just click with you in some capacity. And Mark, I definitely feel a connection to, a soul connection. I had told him, I see you and I want to support you to any capacity. Like, just don't ever give up on yourself. You can pay me back by continuing to put your art and your music out there. I think he has a lot of potential, a lot of talent for like some really fun next gen dark wave goth dance music. I really like that style that he implements in his full spectrum of creativity. And so it's really cool to see that he, created, him and a few of his friends. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I did read them. I'll pull up on here. But he connected with a few people, and they created this just like really beautiful music video. Reminded me very much of MTV, VH1 Top 20 kind of vibe. I used to do Fuse. They would have like a series called Loaded, and it would be like the top 5 music videos. It would be like, today I'm loaded, it's My Chemical Romance. And then it would be a random 5 music videos from My Chem. And I would tune in and be so excited to see what my Chem songs of the day were, and I'd watch the music videos, I'd dance along to them. And so I wanted to do a live review of Mark's fucking Christ. Mark's music video. I don't know if he's doing it with Dolly Cash as his like persona. I really don't know too much of anything. What I think is really unique about Mark is he just puts everything out there. There's not this big like YouTube link release. It's just like, hey man, this is my page, here it is. He's very much like, I do art when I can, I'm a firefighter, like all of the above. I personally would just love to see more. Like I said, like watching the build-up is really cool. I like catching creatives at this phase where you can tell like they have a vision, they have a talent, they have this essence, and watching them build themselves up. Like, I think it's cooler to catch people in the beginning than once they've already made it. And I think that in modern culture, it's kind of the opposite. People like to catch people once they've already made it. Like, oh, it's cool to support you now because it's cool to support you. But when you're in an experimental phase or new or raw and all of the above, not a lot of people show up for you. And I do believe the people who show up for you in the beginning, not just to say that they deserve to be there with you when you make it to the top or anything, but they're just so vital. And people fall off at different phases of journeys, like, and all of the above. Like, every person has their time and place in this like grandiose experience, and I'm really honored to have caught Mark at this phase of his hero's journey. So I'm really excited to watch the whole music video on Instagram. I think that that's just like really unique. I haven't had a full video release on Instagram like this before. I'm used to tuning into YouTube. I was a big YouTuber. Like, when YouTube first came out, I would just watch music videos over and over and over again. I don't have YouTube Music. I have Apple Music, and I've done a little bit of Spotify. But when that's what I would do. I'd put YouTube on and have music videos going through if I didn't have the TV on playing like the music videos. That was a big part of my childhood. So this is super fun, and I am excited to express all of this with you, and I want to encourage everyone. It's Erin Official Dolly Cash on Spotify. Go check out his stuff. He, like I said, I think we're gonna see some really big things from Mark as he continues to put himself out there. I want to keep encouraging to put himself out there more, especially when you were like just the visual, like even down here. So yeah, these two. I don't know how well people can see it on the video that I'm recording, but he has some really cool posts. I like the artistry in the social media like drop, you know, and then the full music video. Super sexy, super sensual. I'm a huge fan. I fuck with it very heavily. It's very enticing, intriguing. It draws you in. Definitely. I don't know. How do I want to describe that? Hi, Bayless. The words are not coming to me, but it's just there's an attraction, there's a lure. It's like a siren call, so to speak. Like, it's not just like siren, because it's also visual. Like, you just see it, and it for me, as a goth baddie, as someone who loves like dark wave and like just this aesthetic is very pleasing to me. It draws me in. Apps like just so fucking easy. It like hook, line, sinker, babe. Like you got me. You got me immediately. And so once I realized, like, I saw the video, because usually like people release like 30-second minute clips to like release something. So once I realized like the whole video was on there, I stopped watching it and I reached out. I was like, hey babe, can I please like incorporate your music video into our music video, live music review, like podcasting series that we do here at Rock Oracle, and Moon Juice, Weird Curations, all of the things that I do out here. So I'm gonna get the music video going, and we'll watch it together. You'll get my live reaction and any other yappity insights. But I'm super thrilled to be taking the time. Alrighty, so here we go. We're gonna get it going. I got volume up as loud as possible. We are on Instagram. Okay, so I want to pause here. So have I been to Knoxville? I've driven through Knoxville. I have not been to Knoxville yet. I know that Whitechapel is from Knoxville. That is as far as my Knoxville knowledge goes. I was supposed to do a gig out in Knoxville, and that just kind of fell through. So it was like a horror convention thing. That's a whole story, but I was gonna go experience Knoxville. I've heard really good things about Knoxville. Haven't adventured that side of Tennessee yet. I've been pretty local to Nashville, so I don't have a background information behind the Skyland Inn. I don't know if that's even it. I didn't do any research. Like I said, this is totally blind. I want to feel into everything. Like, I like that ignorance, and I like to see like what my natural like raw connection would be, and then I like discovering and like diving into the scoop from there. And I don't know if I'm gonna be actually writing like an article. I haven't gotten that far yet. I know I wanted to do like a little podcast. I might write up a music review so people get like the written story, because it is like a big part of the creative process. And my other like live reviews eventually do get like a publication. Mark and I didn't talk about that. I'm just kind of thinking out loud now. But that is a big part of my process. Is I like to experience the thing and then research the thing, and then re-experience the thing and keep going back and forth. But I do think like that initial reaction, as much as I do, I engage in spoilers a lot, like, to be honest. I'm down so many rabbit holes that maybe I shouldn't have no business being in. It's like, oh, you're listening to these psychoanalyses of these characters in this TV show that you have refused to watch. Like, I'll know a lot about the shows before I actually watch them. That serves a purpose. There is like a thing there. But when it comes to music, a new artist, I like to try to be as like unbiased as possible. And then that also is like an exercise for when I do have like all of the, the internet voices or the biases coming through, it's a really good exercise for me to combat that and to open my mind despite what I've been told or taught and experience it for myself. So I don't know. I like psychologically torturing myself and giving myself different challenges on how to maintain an open mind while also having the information or the knowledge and like the gnosis that is necessary to like, how deep can we take this? Like, I love the full spectrum, and every experience is like a different process. I do not have a linear cookie cutter creative process. It depends on just how the cards fall. And so this one is almost completely blind. Like I said, I watched like 30 seconds of it, stopped it. I did repost it because I am always going to share people's stuff on social media. I know how vital it is to like, repost, add to story, blah, blah, blah. I will always do that to the people that I love and support every chance I get. I'm not perfect at it. Do my best. And so I just want to explain that to people so you understand like where I'm coming from as I am absorbing this masterpiece. And I already really do love just the beginning. It's so dramatic. The color schemes are just romantic. So melodramatic. I love the vibe. Definitely hitting the dark wave for sure. So Appalachia, here we are. Okay, music, volume up. So on the post, as y'all will, I'm going to encourage you to go read, it says, there are places we visit that hold more memories than others, both good and bad. Skyland Inn is one of those kind of places. So honestly, it's kind of how I feel about Nashville. It's kind of how I felt about Michigan. It's how I felt about New Mexico. I can relate to that in so many other contexts. I would be so curious to go visit the Skyland Inn and just see what like energy I feel into and absorb from this understanding. I love the storytelling. It's just like when you read a good story, like The Shining. You read The Shining and everyone wants to go visit the hotel, or people really want to go to Maine because Stephen King writes about a lot of stuff in Maine. So I think that that's like really cool. He's created this like almost tourist monumental spot, just like we all go see Kurt Cobain's bench or whatever that's in Seattle. Like that's like what we're creating here. Iconic legacies, and it's really fun to witness people in the midst of their legacy. I have caught so many artists on the tail end of their legacy. It's really cool that I'm fucking 30 now, and I get to be a part of people's legacies while I'm building my own legacy. And that, you know, present moment essence is just brutal. It's brutal, it's rock and roll, it's fun, it's scary, it's intimidating. It's, you know, it's blissful and orgasmic, and it's every emotion all in between, because it's just like, because you don't know what the future's going to bring. It's being wholeheartedly centered in the unknown. And so anyway, I'm excited about it. Let's hit play. Also, just like talking about a model. I usually can't get behind a blonde and a mustache, but you definitely make it work, babe. It looks really good. bopping around. I definitely, like, I was trying to focus on the music video because when I like really feel into the choreography, especially like from a first listen, I really like to close my eyes and like feel into it. I can already picture myself at goth night in a cute fucking badass fit, dancing to this. Like I would love, you know, like not anything crazy, but just like, you know, like a good half gram of some mushies, or just like a solid joint, maybe a drink. I'm not a big drinker, definitely more of like a stoner girl. And mushrooms just really help you like feel into it. And I can get really in my head, especially beginning phases of like choreography, especially when I'm being recorded. When I'm more by myself, I experiment a lot more. And then I usually, when I have the most confidence is when I start to show people things. So a new practice of mine is showing people the insecure side of it, the very raw, new, vulnerable sides of everything. That's part of like why the raw live review. So I'm definitely feeling into the music. I definitely see a dance. I want big headphones where I can just like get fucking lost in my room, like I'm an angsty teen again. Very much fun. I'm picturing like the South Park goth kids with like, you know, that very common dance that they do. Hit the vibe for sure. Like, it's so romantic. I love the sensuality. I love the devotion of the lyrics. Lyrically, masterpiece. So poetic. Very Edgar Allan Poe, dark romantic, Mary Shelley. Like, you get the gothic romanticism immediately. I love the good acting, like good tension between everyone. Few cheesy, corny moments. I am all about that, and I, as soon as I have to like act, like I did drama and before in theater, and so I was fine being animated and like expressive until I had to actually have like lines and I actually had to present myself. I get very just out of touch with that, so I'm not saying that out of like criticism. I could just say like, oh, I noticed like a few moments that I'm not sure if it was like multiple takes or if it was just like the first expression of that. Hit the target, but you know when you see like an older movie and it kind of has like some cheese to it, I still think it can be a great movie. So that's not a criticism in a negative way. It's just like something I noticed that was actually quite endearing because it shows the authenticity within it. And then, okay, who's our girly pop? Kaylee Hicks. Okay, roll with me, babe. So, Hicks. It was just reminding me of a, was it True Blood Suki? You're giving me like an Appalachian version of True Blood Suki. Like, because like the whole point is when I say hick, like that, like not really redneck, but southern vibe. And so from someone who's like been in Detroit, been over on the West Coast, like there's just, to me, it's a fun synchronicity that your last name is like Hicks, because I could see how people could attach like the layered symbolism to that. I think it's fun. Film Pilot Pro, Mr. Alex Bullock. Yeah. Great job. Like, I love it. Like I said, the shots were nice. It flowed beautifully. It told a nice romantic story. Like I said, I'm a fucking slut for devotion. So there's kind of like that, like, submissive BDSM, like romantic dom kind of like expression to it that all of us goth girlies just like die for. You know, like the dark romantic, like book talk vibe. Like this song would be perfect for a like a book talk, dark romantic, like what the fuck am I trying to say? Like the romance novels. Like I see this as like a modern 2026 like love story, and like there's like some Twilight vibes to it, but like an Appalachia version. I think it's really cool how like there's layers of blended mediums, or not like mediums, but like pop cult. I can feel so many pop cultural references in how it was built up into this generational expression. I see the inspiration. I think the target was hit beautifully. I think it's just very well done. I really, really like the song. It surprised me at certain phases, like how it moved. reminded me very much like Madonna dance album, but like goth version. Depeche Mode, was that French? There was a part where I thought someone was speaking another language, and I wasn't sure if that was just me or if I wasn't hearing something. So I can get in my head about that, especially because it was at a moment when I was like, I closed my eyes. And so I was like, wait, hold on, am I hearing that right? So I would love to know the expression that was stated in there. Like I said, this left me more curious than anything. It left me wanting more. Kind of like that fangirly vibe, like how I felt like after Avenged Sevenfold would release a new like music video. I just want to know all the detail behind it. And so maybe I will do a music video review, not just all the things that I've yapped here, but maybe, Marky Mark, babe, if I could do like an interview with you. I'm saying this on the video for fun, but I'll be messaging you. And I think that could be like really cool, just to kind of get like a deeper perspective. If Alex or Kaylee, right? Yeah, Alex Bullock and Kaylee Hicks, if y'all want to be involved, I would absolutely love to collab. You guys are deeply talented. I did scope out your guys' like profiles just to get like a little bit more like foundational information behind the music video. Kaylee, I see something fucking amazing, phenomenal, kick-ass modeling, photography, and creative projects. I absolutely love the vibe. And from what I gathered from the content creation of Alex with Film Pilot Pro, like I see the eye for detail, I see the direction, beautiful director, like videographer, all of the above. Like, love it. You guys are a very talented team. Please keep going. I want to see more. I want to be here doing this more often with newer works of yours. Let's start it like let's do a new wave, a dark new wave. Because there's what? So there's dark wave, there's what, new wave, and then new wave 2? So would this be like new wave 3? I might be like getting lost. I haven't kept up with certain levels of like genre categorizing. But whatever this wave is going to be, I do believe that like Dolly Cash, Mark, this sound is a big part of that like founding father. If I would love to include this music video as a whole, I would say all three of you are a powerhouse team that needs to keep collaborating because it's just beautiful. Huge fan. So thank you for letting me review this and share all of these thoughts and everything. I'm definitely deeply inspired to have another article spotlight you. Like I told you, I would always support you because there's just something I see, something I feel, something I believe in, and I will nurture that seed that I've been trying to plant or have planted, whatever. I will honor that to the very base of my soul. So yeah, I hope everyone goes and checks out Mark Erin Official on Instagram. I believe he's on TikTok and stuff too. The Dolly Cash Rock Oracle article, Artist Spotlight, has an interview and a deeper dive into Dolly Cash and Mark and some of his other projects, but also talks about the social media that he is available to witness and deep dive into. We have a star in the making, a goth wave, dark wave star. So super excited, super happy to be in Tennessee and experience that. This is honestly not the kind of artist or sound I would expect to meet after my current experience here in Tennessee. Like, I'm really happy that I've been finding the right scenes that I didn't think existed. Like when I first got here, I was like, fuck, did my husband and I make a huge mistake? We're still not happy. Like Tennessee, Nashville is not our home, but I'm really appreciative of the people whose home it is and people who are making it feel more like home, the soul family, the networking, the connections. It definitely was a mistake. We made the right choice. I love everyone I've connected to. And I just want to keep bringing people together through music. This is so fun. This is a dream come true of mine, and I want the world's dreams to come true with every individual that I find. So, blessed, full moon in Aquarius from your Aquarius. I love you, Mark. I love you, Dolly Cash. more of this. I love my vibe. Like, I just can't wait for a whole dance dark wave album that I can go play at goth night. What the fuck is it? Fascination Street. That's who's here in Nashville. Fascination Street, Nashville. I did their goth prom for my birthday on Valentine's Day. Labyrinth theme, definitely Labyrinth vibes, David Bowie vibes. Like, love. Can't say that enough. So, with that, thank you for drinking some moon juice. And how do I end this? How do I end my writing? Live deliciously, love authentically, and always stay weird. Thanks for drinking some moon juice.